Today is the 20th of March 2024, and this will be our 10th video on trigonometry. Okay, before I begin today's video, thank you everyone, okay, who have subscribed. I really mean it from my heart, okay? And I do want a lot of subscribers, more subscribers, to keep us on the platform so that the video can circulate for more people, okay, to see. And if it helps you, fine. If it doesn't help you, you are at liberty to find another platform, okay? But we only have a month, okay? So if you know somebody who is writing an exam in the next couple of months doing their Gcse and they need help in maths, share it with them. If it helps them, fine. If it doesn't help them, that is also okay, but it will help a lot of people. I know, because I've had responses, okay? So please subscribe, share, like, and follow. When you finish watching, share, like, okay? Thank you very much. Please follow my notes/script. It's very important, okay? This is like x equals 5.4 centimeters, okay? So if you hear 5, 4, please go by the notes, okay? Because the note is very accurate. If it's not accurate, and I might write it in the comment section, or in the next video, I might say something about that so that you can go back and watch it, okay? Now, beware of these people, scammers, okay? Please, don't donate money to any charity. I do not have one, okay? I don't. And on this platform, I'm not soliciting for funds. If I'm soliciting for funds, I'll come and tell you. I'll say it in addition to everything I say in the beginning, okay? So please beware of scammers. Don't donate money in the name of this platform, okay? Please, and text me and say that I donated to your charity. I don't have a charity, I'm sorry, but don't do that. You are being scammed, okay? Recap. Please watch last video for recap. I applied the cosine rule to solve questions, okay? Some of this video, maybe we take the sine rule, we do a video on it. Cosine, we do a video on it. Pythagoras, we do a video on it, so that when we finish, then we'll look at exam questions, because just by knowing how to apply these formulas will help solve the questions, and it will make you understand better. I'll start out for today using the right function, okay? So if you have a right angle triangle, I'm just revisiting this topic, okay? So Katwa, if at this moment you still cannot apply this, please, there's a lot of video here that I've done, okay? Some of the possible exam questions we did, we applied it, okay? When it is adjacent, when it is opposite. Okay, so please just go back and watch. Don't watch 10 videos at a time. It will help you. Watch one. Okay, stop, finish, and then copy one of the questions. Solve it by yourself, because helping you do that, okay, it will help you retain it. So when you get to the exam and you see a similar question, you can answer it. And sadly, some of these questions take like 3 or 4 marks, which can push you to a B or even an A. Okay, so that is how we learn. If you cram everything overnight, you go there, you'll be tired, you'll be having brain freezes, you'll be exhausted. Simple things that you can answer, you'll be making mistakes. Okay, and that is not the best. Okay, on this platform, it's a learning platform, but I'm trying to give you tips on how you can get the minimum C that you require, and that you can move on and do other things. Okay, so the starter today, this is the applying the right function. Okay, so this is a right angle triangle. I have written it here. Okay, and then that is the angle, and you are supposed to find this length x. Okay, so now this x is opposite to the angle, and you have the hypotenuse. So immediately you should be thinking about opposite and hypotenuse, and you have to use sine. Okay, otherwise you can't find x. How are you going to find x here? The only way is to use sine, and it will be in a calculator paper, because you might not know sine 37 off your head, and you don't have a 4-figure table. So some of these questions are in the calculator part of the exams, calculator use part of the exam. So applying SOHCAHTOA, okay, so sine of 37 will be the opposite over the hypotenuse, so x over 9 here. So x will be equal to 9 sine 37. Okay, so x, if you use the sine 37, sine of 37 on your calculator, I hope you are using your calculator that you use for the exam, and you are not using your phone calculator, please. Okay, so you have 9 times 0.6018. You use your calculator, it will give you 5.42. Unless asked otherwise, you can leave your answer to 1 decimal place. Okay, so x will be 5.4 centimeters. Now our next starter here. Okay, this is also a right angle. We are going to find x here. Okay, now this x is adjacent to the angle, and we know the hypotenuse, so we are going to use the CAR, which is cosine. So the cos 65 will be x divided by 11.2. Okay, so cos 65 x divided by 11.2. So x will be 11.2 cos 65. Now cos 65 is 0.4226. Okay, so x will be 11.2 times 0.4226. On the calculator, you have 4.73 to one decimal place, 4.7. Now your unit is in centimeters. So your answer, which is x, your length will be in centimeters. So 4.7 centimeters. Okay, so that is our starter for today. Now today, we want to find the area of triangles which are not right angle triangles. So if you want to find the area of triangle, everybody can do that. Even kids in the primary 6 or 5 trying to come to secondary school, okay, they can do that. Okay, but what if it's not this? So area of triangle basically is the half base times the height, where the height is the perpendicular height meeting the base at 90 degrees. Okay, primary 5, 6 can do that. Even some smart kids in primary 4 can do this. Okay, but what if you don't have the perpendicular height and you've been given an angle? Okay, then you use half BH sine of C. Okay, this has been proved. You can prove it. Okay, but at the moment we are not proving this formula. But if sine C, if it's 90, sine 90 is 1. So when you have a perpendicular height, all these become 1. So you have half base times height. Okay, so let's look at an example. So this is a triangle, okay, with angles 53, and then you have the length, okay, it's not 90 degrees. So immediately you have a question like this: two length with the angle and a triangle, then you have to resort to this formula: half base times height, the sine of the angle between the two lengths. So the area now is half 4 times 6 sine of 53. Okay, now half into 4, 2 into 4 will give you 2. So 2 times 6 is 12. So 12 sine 53. Sine of 53 on your calculator is 0.7986. Okay, so you multiply that by 12 and then you get 9.58. That is to 2 decimal places, or 9.6. Now it's area. Okay, so it's centimeter squared. Don't write centimeters, please. You have to think about it. You said find the area. Okay, the length is centimeters, so the area will be centimeter squared. If they ask you to give your answer to the nearest whole number, then it will be 10 centimeters squared. Okay. If not, you are at liberty to leave your answer to one decimal place. Okay, and you still get a full marks. Okay, now let's look at another example. Okay, now here also find the area. So remember, in the end, your units will be something squared. Now look at the question again. You don't have a perpendicular height, but you have an angle in between these two lengths. So you have to use this formula. So the area which we are finding is half 10 times 8 sine of 41 there. Okay, so half into 10 will be 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Sine 41. Sine 41 on the calculator is 0.6561 times 40, okay, equals your area. So area now, if you do this right on the calculator, will be 26.24. Okay, to one decimal place is 26.2. Now the units here are in millimeters, so your area will be millimeter squared. Don't write millimeters because area is not millimeters, because immediately you do that, you've lost the mark. Some of the questions, if you go to in the answer paper, they've put the units there for you. They are kind enough to do that, even in the higher paper. So maybe you just have to calculate and put that, and this is already there to help you. But assuming it wasn't there, don't write millimeters because you're finding area, okay? Now, another example. You are supposed to find this length, okay? You know this length. You know the angle in between these two sides, but you've been given the area. So here, the clue again is using this formula. So the area, which is 25 centimeters squared, okay, will be half 12 times A, which is the length, sine of the angle between 131. Okay, I'm showing you how to put in the formula, apply these formulas, and use it to solve questions. Okay, now you have you can multiply 2 on both sides, or you can use your 2 to divide the 12. Okay, so here, multiplying 2 both sides, 25 becomes 50. Now this half vanishes, so you have 12h sine 131. Okay, sine 131 is 0.7547. And then your h, which is your a here, okay, will be equal to, so let's look at this carefully, 50 divided by 12 times 0.7547. Okay, now you have 50 as the numerator. 12 times 0.7547 on the calculator will give you 9.0565. Okay, from here to the end, you just have to use your calculator. Okay, actually, from here, immediately that you find the sign, you have to continue using your calculator. So now A will be 5.52. To 1 decimal place, it took 5.5 centimeters because the area is centimeters squared and the other length is centimeters. Okay. Now let's see another example. So here again, I know an angle and then I have both side length and I'm supposed to find the area. Okay, it's not a right angle triangle, so this is the right formula to use. So the area here now will be half 9. It looks like an A, but it's 9 times 11 sine of 64. Okay, so A will be equal to 9 times 11 is 99. Sine of 64 is 0.8988. All divided by 2. This half here, we are dividing it. So 1 times all that, and then half times everything. So the 2 become our denominator. So area now, if you do the numerator, you get 88.9806 divided by 2. On the calculator, you get 44.49. Okay. Now, to 1 decimal place, you get 44.5. It's area. Okay. So meters squared. This is to 1 decimal place. Another example. Okay. We are finding this angle here. A minute, please. Okay. So this angle here, they have asked us to find this angle here. And we know the area. We know both sides. Okay. So again, we need to use this formula, because without this formula, we can't solve this question. You can't use the sine rule here. Okay. And the cosine rule will not work either, because you don't know this length and you don't know the angle. Okay, so that is why trig is a vast topic. The only way you can get on top of these things is to learn it. That's why I said I'll just teach you how to apply the formula, and then we would go back and look at the questions that come. Okay, some of the questions, they are kind to just give you that, and then you can straight apply. But what if they extend the triangle and you have to apply more than this? Okay, that is where students get muddied up. Okay, so now we want to find this angle here, theta. Okay, so the area is 30, half 8 centimeters times 9 sine of C, which is theta. So here we are finding angle. So our answer will be in degrees. Now we want to get rid of these 2. So 2 will multiply the whole thing by 2. So we have 60. We get rid of this 2 here. 8 times 9 is 72. sine of theta. So sine theta here will be 60 divided by 72. So theta now, here, this sine is called theta. Okay, it will be sine inverse of 0, because if you 60 over 72 on the calculator will give you 0.8333. Okay, so now sine inverse of this, so you put 0, you already have 60 divided by 72 on your calculator. So you press shift and then you press the sine button, which will give you this as which will convert this to you to the right angle. Okay, so theta now will be 56.4. Okay, now it's an angle, so your answer will be in degrees. Okay, so don't accidentally finish and put it in meters. Okay, because 56.4 degrees is different from 56.4 meters. Okay, so the angle here will be 56.4. So learning to apply the sine formula to the triangle question you are solving is important under the topic trig. Okay, so the only way you can get used to this is to learn it bit by bit. You still have time. You have 1 month plus a few weeks though, but you can learn a lot. Okay, just go over what you are doing. Maybe say that at the end of the day I'll watch one video. Okay, instead of watching something else, I'll watch one video, because after you finish the exam you don't have anything to do. You can watch as many videos as you want. Or in the morning, after I've taken my shower and I'm dressing up, I'll just watch one. Okay, you don't have to cram it. Watch one, go away thinking about it, come back, take a pen and paper, sit down like you're in an exam room, copy the question, see if you can do it yourself. If you can't do it, watch the video again, go back to the question where you got stuck, redo it. I promise you, by the time you train yourself like that, if you go into an exam room and you see the question, something will just tell you, I've seen this before. By the time you know it, you solve it. Okay, there is no magic wand to learning. That is the best way I have found that you can learn. Okay, so please, okay, please is a polite way of talking to people. Okay, appealing to people is not begging. Okay, please, okay, subscribe, like, share, okay, and follow us depending on which platform you are watching from. Follow my notes. Okay, help yourself revise. Beware of scammers. Don't be scammed. Okay, thank you very much for watching today's video with me, and I'll see you in the next.